in this video, I am going to teach you about multiplication of fractions. So this lesson has 3 parts, okay? So first, I am going to discuss about multiplying a fraction to a fraction. So the given can be either an improper fraction or a proper fraction. So how do we multiply a fraction to a fraction? So let's say we have this example number 1. And the given is 3 over 5 times 1/2. So what will be the product of this proper fraction? So proper fractions yung given, di ba? So we are looking for their products. So in multiplying fractions, all you need to do is you just need to multiply the numerators and then multiply the denominators. And then simplify the product if necessary. So, ma'am, how do we do that po? So, let's have our solution here. 3 over 5 times 1/2 or 1 over 2. So, 3 times 1, multiply the numerators. 3 times 1, that is 3. Next, 5 over 2, that is 10. Okay? So, as you can see, 3 over 10, meron pa ba silang common factors? So, wala na. Therefore, this will be your product. Okay? How about another example? So, this is example number 1. Another example, let's say we have two-thirds or 2 over 3 times 5 over 4. So here, we can multiply the numerators and then the denominators and simplify the product if necessary. Pero I am going to teach you another technique para maging mabilis kayo sa multiplication. Okay? So let's solve this first on our just like our first example, no? Yung method doon. So 2/3 times 5 over 4. Yung ginawa lang natin kanina is pinag-multiply lang natin and then isi-simplify natin if necessary. Okay, so 2 times 5, that is 10. Okay? And then 3 times 4, that is 12. So, observing this 10 and 12, as we all know, meron pa siyang common factor, no? Greatest common factor, and that is 2. So, we can divide both numbers by 2. So, 10 divided by 2. Okay, so this will not be your final answer. So, I'm going to write this on white pen. So, 10 divided by 2, that is 5. And then 12 divided by 2, that is 6. So now here, it is already in simplified form. Pero, I am going to teach you another technique. Diba, when we are solving, huli natin ginagawa mag-simplify, which is to find the common factors and then divide. Ganun tayo mag-simplify, diba? We are looking for the common factor and then we're going to divide the numerator and the denominator by the common factor for us to get the simplified form. Pero dito, in multiplying fractions, we can simplify agad-agad. Okay, so, ma'am, paano po yun? That is called the cancellation method. So, I'm going to erase this first. Okay. Meron tayong tinatawag na cancellation method. So, what is cancellation method? So, ito, i-cancel na natin yung numerators and denominators na mayroong common term. Okay? Numerator and denominator which has a common factor pala. Okay? Or the GCF. Excuse me. Yeah. Magka-cancel na tayo. So, paano po ba yan, ma'am? Itong cancellation method, ang pwede nyo lang i-cancel mga anak ay isang numerator dapat and then isang denominator. Hindi kayo pwedeng mag-cancel ng Isang numerator tapos isang numerator din. Tapos isang denominator and isang denominator din. Dapat one number must be a numerator and then the other one must be a denominator for you to be able to cancel them. So, paano po ba yun? So, I'm going to show you the solution. So, yung first example, wala tayong pwedeng i-cancel doon kasi wala namang common factor. Dito sa example number 2, we can cancel numbers here. So, ano kaya yon? So, as you can see, 2 and 4 has a common factor, di ba? Si 2 and si 4 may common factor yan. Yan, si 2 and si 4. And then, yung isa numerator, yung isa denominator. Kaya, we can cancel them. Okay? So, ano kaya yung common factor ni 2 tsaka ni 4? Yes, that is 2. Okay? So, ngayon, we need to divide agad-agad. Okay? Di-divide agad natin sila sa common factor nila. So, 2 divided by 2, that is 1. 2 yung common factor. Okay? Okay, I'm going to write that common factor nila ay 2. Doon natin sila dinivide. Kaya naging 1. Okay? And then, say 4 divided by 2, that is 2. Okay? Kaya naging ganon. Ngayon, meron pa ba tayong pwedeng i-cancel? So, 1, 3, 5, and 2. Wala na. And then, ito na anak yung gagawin nating numbers. Bagong numbers na i-multiply. Gagamitin natin para i-multiply sila. Okay? So now, wala na tayong pwedeng i-cancel. Therefore, we should multiply the numerators and the denominators. So 1 times 5, that is 5. Okay? Ito na anak minumultiply natin. Okay? And then 3 times 2, that is 6. Same ng nakuha natin kanina. Pero here, mas mabilis. Okay? So, mahirap kasi kapag tumaas yung given. So, let's say for example, this part. Magbibigay si ma'am ng numbers na mataas. Let's say for example, we have this numbers. So, 32 over 64 times, let's say 8 over 6. Okay, what is the product of these fractions? So, as you can see, if we will be solving this using the old method or without using cancellation method, you will come up with a very, very large number. And then, if you came up with a very large number, it will be hard for you to find the GCF. So, try natin, ha? So, let's say, yung solution natin will be this. Okay? Kung i-multiply lang natin and sa huli tayo magsisimplify. So, 32 over 64 times 8 over 6. So, 32 times 8, that is 256 all over 64 times 6, that is 384. As you can see, di ba? Sobrang hirap ng hanapin ng GCF nito kasi they are large numbers. Tapos, you know how to get the GCF by listing the factors lang. Hindi nyo naman to malalaman agad yung GCF by just looking at them or mentally, di ba? Kasi they are very big numbers. Kaya, we need the cancellation method in solving this kind of problem. So, applying cancellation method, let's say we will use cancellation, this will be your solution. So, 32 over 64 times 8 over 6. First, ano bang pwede natin i-cancel? Actually, pwede natin silang i-cancel lahat, no? So, merong common factor si 32 and 64, si 32 and 6, si 8 saka 64, di ba? So, let's randomly choose numbers, no? Kung ano yung gusto niyo i-cancel. So, you may. Basta yung isa numerator and then yung isa denominator. So, let's say I am going to cancel 32 and 64 kasi meron silang common factor. Ang common factor ni 32 and 64 ay 32. Okay? So, we will be dividing them by 32. So, 32 divided by 32, that is 1. 64 divided by 32, that is 2. Now, here, I can also cancel 2 and 8 kasi may common factor sila, di ba? Also, 8 and 6. So, mamimili lang kayo kung anong gusto nyo i-cancel. Basta they have common factor. So, itong kakancel ko. Sa 8 and 6, ang common factor niya ay 2. Okay? So, I will divide both of them by 2. So, 8 divided by 2, that is 4. 6 divided by 2, that is 3. Okay? Now, take a look at this. Meron pa bang pwedeng i-cancel? Yes, meron pa. Si 4 and si 2. Okay, si 4 and si 2. So, meron pa silang common factor which is 2. So, divide natin sila pareho sa 2. 2 divided by 2, that is 1. 4 divided by 2, that is 2. Now, here, take a look at the remaining numbers. So, 1, 2, 3, and then 1. Pwede pa ba natin silang i-cancel? So, hindi na. Wala nang may common factor sa kanila. Now, therefore, we need to multiply. So, 1 times 2, that is 2. And then 1 times 3, that is 3. So, imagine, kanina, sobrang laki ng nakuha nating numbers. And then, we need to find for the GCF of that. And, sobrang matatagalan pag hinanap natin yung GCF. Pero, ang sagot lang pala sa given natin ay 2/3. Diba? Okay? So, mas mabilis if we will be using the cancellation method. That's why you need to know how to cancel. Next is I am going to discuss about multiplying fraction and a whole number. So as you all know, whole numbers are numbers starting from 0 and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and so on and so forth. So how can we multiply them? Kasi di ba whole numbers, wala naman siyang denominator. So you need to remember that the denominator of whole numbers, okay, I'm going to write that. The denominators, or yung nasa ilalim na number, okay, of whole numbers are always equal to 1. Okay? So, ma'am, paano po yun? Let's say, for example, tatanungin ko kayo, if what is the denominator of 6? 6 is a whole number, di ba? So, automatically, 1. So, 6 over 1. And then, 2 over 1. 1 over 1, okay? 1 over 1. Then, 3 over 1. And then, so on and so forth. So, yun. Always remember that, no? Kasi you will apply that here in our lesson. So, let's say we will solve this example number 1. So, the given is 2 over 5 times 6. So, what will be the product of this example? So, this will be our solution. And then, we will assume that the denominator of 6, 6 is a whole number. So, ang denominator niya ay 1. Always, no? So, I'm going to rewrite the given. 2 over 5 times 6 over 1. Ayan, may denominator na siya. Therefore, we can use cancellation method. So, here, wala naman tayong pwedeng i-cancel, di ba? Wala namang merong common factor na numerator and denominator. Therefore, we can move on to multiplying the numerators and denominators straight up. Okay? So, 2 times 6. So, 2 times 6, that will be 12. And then, 5 times 1, that will be 5. So, this will be your final answer or the product of example number 1. Another example, let's say we have example number 2. So, example number 2, we need to multiply 8 by 2 over 6. What will be the product? Okay? So, let's write our solution. As you can see, there is a whole number given here. Okay? So, we will assume that the denominator of 8 is 1. Always yun, ha? Always siyang 1 kapag you're going to assign denominator sa whole numbers. Always 1. Okay? Times 2 over 6. What will be your product? So, here, meron ba tayong pwedeng i-cancel? Yes, we can cancel 8 and 6. Pwede din naman 2 or 6, pero I just canceled 8 and 6. So, ang common factor ni 8 tsaka ni 6 ay 2. So, we will be dividing both by 2. 6 divided by 2, okay, I'm going to write the common factor. Now, common factor nila ay 2. Okay, so i-divide natin sila pareho sa 2. Okay, so 6 divided by 2, that is 3. 8 divided by 2, that is 4. So, may pwede pa ba tayong i-cancel? Wala na. Therefore, we will move on in multiplying this number. So, 4 times 2, that is 8. And then 1 times 3, that is 3. Therefore, this will be the product of example number 2. Ganun lang siya. And then last, I am going to teach you how to multiply a fraction and a mixed number, or pwedeng parehong mixed number. But before that, you need to know how to change mixed number into improper fraction. Kasi we cannot multiply if there is a mixed number in the given. So kailangan natin siyang i-convert or i-change into improper fraction. Okay? So how do we do that? So let's say for example, we have 4 and 1/3. So how can we change this into an improper fraction? So we will need two equations, no? Multiplication and addition. So, yun lang. So, nakita nyo na yung nilagay ko. So, we will be multiplying the denominator by the whole number here. And then, after natin makuha yung product, add natin yung numerator. That will be your new numerator. So, ma'am, paano po ba yun? So, let's multiply 3 by 4. Okay? So, 3 times 4, that is 12. Okay? So, you need to remember 12. And then, 12 plus 1, that is 13. Okay? 13 yung numerator ng improper fraction mo ngayon. How about the denominator, ma'am? So, kung ano lang yung denominator ng mixed number mo, yun lang din yung denominator ng improper fraction mo. So, this will be your answer. Another example, let's say we have 11 and 3 over 5. So, you need to multiply 11 and 5 and then add the product to 3, okay? And that will be your new numerator. And then, you will just be copying the denominator. Okay? So, i-over na natin siya agad sa 5. We will be computing for the numerator. So, 5 times 11, that is 55, plus 3, that is 58. Okay? So, yun na yung improper fraction na katumbas ng mixed number na yon. So, kung nahihirapan pa rin kayong i-visualize, I am going to rewrite this para makita nyo how did it happen. So, let's say, for example, we have 7 and 2 over 3. So, we will be making a new fraction, di ba? An improper fraction. So, yung denominator niya is 3, same lang nung sa given. And then, yung numerator niya, so 3 times 7 plus 2. Ganyan yung mayayari nun pag nire-write ko siya. So, no, I'm going to use a white pen. So, 3 yung denominator mo. Yung numerator mo is 3 times 7, here, the whole number, and then plus 2. Now, computing for the numerator, 3 times 7, that is 21, plus 2, that is 23, all over 3. Yun na ngayon yung improper fraction na katumbas ng mixed number na given. Okay? So, now that you know how to change mixed number into an improper fraction, you can solve or you can multiply fractions and mixed numbers. So, let's solve this example number 1. So, let's say we have 2 and 1/4. times 1/4. Okay, what will be the product of this example? So now, as you can see, meron tayong mixed number dito. So we will convert this into an improper fraction. Okay? So 2 and 1/4 is equal to 4, and then 4 times 2 plus 1. Okay? Or kung hindi nyo siya ma-visualize, 4 times 2 plus 1. Okay, ganun yung nangyari dito. Ayun. And then, 4 times 2, that is 8 plus 1, that is 9/4. So, 9/4, that will be the fraction that you will use in solving this. 9/4. Okay? So, you can change your given already. I am going to move this. Okay? So, this is our original given. Oh, wait. So, I'm going to move all of this here. Okay? And then, our new given will be this. So, 9/4, right? So, 9/4 yung na-complete natin kanina times 1/4. So, hanapin natin yung product nun. And I'm going to write my solution here. Or if you want, I can just change this into 9/4. Pero I want you to see na nagbago yung given, okay? Because we changed this into an improper fraction. So, 9/4 times 1/4. So, using cancellation method, no? Meron ba tayong pwedeng i-cancel na may common factor? Wala. So, therefore, we can just multiply the numerators and the denominator. So, 9/16. Hindi na natin siya pwedeng i-simplify, di ba? Therefore, this will be your answer, your product. Another example, let's say we have this example number 2. We need to multiply 1 and 4/5 times 1/3, let's say. So here, as you can see, meron tayong mixed number. So we need to change this into an improper fraction. So ngayon, papalitan ko na talaga siya. Pero let's solve for the improper fraction first. So this will be 5. And then 5 times 1. 5 times 1 plus 4. Okay? You can visualize 5 times 1 plus 4. Ganun yung nangyari. So, 5 times 1, that is 5, plus 4, that is 9/5. So, 9/5, I am going to change this into 9/5. Okay? Kasi ito na yung given. So, yan. Pinalitan na natin unlike kanina. Kasi I want you to see na there are changes. Pero dito, ayan. Change ko na talaga siya. So, this will be the fractions that we need to use in solving example number 2. So, solving this, 9/5 times 1/3, using cancellation method, meron ba tayong pwedeng i-cancel? Yes, meron tayong pwedeng i-cancel, no? Which is 9 and 3. Bakit? Kasi they have a common factor, which is 3. Yun yung common factor niya, 3. So, we need to divide both by 3. Okay? So, 3 divided by 3, that is 1. 9 divided by 3, that is 3. Okay, now, meron pa ba tayong pwedeng i-cancel? So, wala na. Therefore, we will proceed in multiplying them. So, 3 times 1, that is 3, all over 5 times 1. Okay? And that is 5. Therefore, the product of example number 2 is 3 over 5. Okay? How about example number 3? Let's say we have 3 and 3 over, let's say, 4, okay, times 10. Let's say we have that. So we have a mixed number and the whole number. So una, sa mixed number, of course, we will convert this into improper fraction, di ba? So over 4 and then 4 times 3 plus 3, okay? So 4 times 3 plus 3. And the answer is 4 times 3 is 12, okay? Plus 3, that is 15 over 4. This will be your new given, okay? So, papalitan na natin to. Then, I'm going to move this here. Then, delete this, okay? How about this whole number? So, this whole number, every whole number, wala siyang denominator, di ba? Pero, just like what I said earlier, every whole number, the denominator is automatically 1. So, yeah, we will find the product of 15 over 4 times 10 over 1. Okay? So, the solution will be this. So, now, observing this, meron ba tayong pwedeng i-cancel na numerator and denominator na may common factor? Yes, we have, no? 4 and 10, meron silang common factor, which is 2. Okay? So, we need to divide both by 2. Ayun yung common factor nila, 2. Okay? So, 4 divided by 2, that is 2. 10 divided by 2, that is 5. Okay? Now, meron pa ba tayong pwedeng i-cancel? Wala na, no? So, proceed in multiplying them. So, 15 times 5, that is 75. 75, and then 2 times 1, that is 2. Okay? Therefore, the answer is 75 over 2. Last example. How about when the given are both mixed numbers? Okay, this is example number 4. Let's say we have 1 and 2/3 times 4 and 2 over 5. What will be the product of this example? So if the given is like this, you need to convert both into improper fraction. So let's convert one by one. Okay? So let's first convert this 1 and 2/3. So your denominator is automatically 3, the same as the given. And then to get the numerator, so 3 times 1 plus 2. 3 times 1 plus 2. Okay? 3 times 1, that is 3, plus 2, that is 5 over 3. So, I'm going to remove this because this is what we will use in solving this problem. Okay? How about the other one? So, we will also convert this into an improper fraction. So, 4 and 2 over 5. The denominator is 5, the same as this. To get the numerator, 5 times 4 plus 2. Okay? 5 times 4 plus 2. What will be the answer? 5 times 4, that is 20, plus 2, that is 22 over 5. Okay? Now, I can change this into this. Okay? That will be our new set of given. So now that they are improper fraction, we can solve for the product. So 5 over 3 times 22 over 5. Let's observe if we can cancel anything. Now, in this case, in this given, we can cancel 5 and 5. Their common factor is 5, diba? So 5 divided by 5, that is 1. This 1. So now, meron pa ba tayong pwedeng i-cancel? Wala na. So, let's multiply 1 and 22. The answer is 22. Okay? How about we multiply 3 and 1? So, the answer is 3. Therefore, the product of example number 4 is 22 over 3.